Hello and welcome, you're here with me, Chatty Tumbler, and in this short video I'll be showing you the no skill required way of using the RB-15 anti-ship missiles. We're basically just going to point and shoot these. They're the big missiles we've got on the outside. We're currently pointing north. We have an enemy task force off to our northeast, and they are 70 kilometers. So that is actually the engagement range of these missiles. So as soon as we get them in range, or as soon as we know roughly where they are, we will shoot at them. Now what you can do, well, first of all, let's set the computer up. So on the left-hand panel, we're going to change it to attack mode. Sorry if I move my head a bit better there, try and keep still. Attack mode, and then the only thing I'm going to do extra is on this one, I'm going to fire in single missile mode. Now the reason I don't want to fire in pairs is for some reason the missiles tend to hit each other near the target. Then we're going to turn on the radar. You don't need to turn on the radar if you don't want to. You could literally just turn northeast and shoot. But this is kind of a way of getting you, at least if you're trying to find an enemy ship, for example. So we're going to use A1 mode, and that's going to turn on our radar. And then we're going to want to not increase the brightness. This one here, we're going to radar range increase and decrease, just to check where the target is. So I'm not doing anything else. I'm in nav mode on this one. If you see here, I'm not going to change any other settings. All I've done is fire in single fire mode rather than anything else. So I'm going to push the radar on. It's going to activate. I'm going to zoom out, so it's zoomed out to 120, and I'm going to start turning northeast, and we should see the enemy ships. They will be really dark blobs. In fact, here we are. See here? Dark blobs. So that is the ships. So we'll go on a rough heading, pointing towards them. Now, I'm on 120 kilometer range, which means that if they are halfway down, then they're about 60 kilometers, and that's a really good range to fire at with this system. You can go to 70, but they can run out of speed a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the weapon safety catch. I'll show you those two keys as well. So we have got this one here, the gun safety bracket. Now I use toggle, so I have it on and off, but the default is this one here, that you hold it, so that you're supposed to press and hold this bracket while you're attacking, and then you let go. But on and off is much easier for me, almost like a master arm switch is the way of thinking of it. And then when I fire the weapon, I'm going to use, oh, it's appeared at the bottom here, weapon release, and I'm going to press and hold that one time until the missile goes. Then I'm going to wait a few seconds, and then I'm going to fire the second missile, and that should hopefully stop them crashing into each other. So I'm going to take the safety off, which is this one here, that flicked up, and then if we go to the outside view, I'm going to fire the first missile, give it a couple of seconds, let's let it get away, and then I'm going to fire the second missile, and let that one get away, and then I am going to get out of here. So let's turn away, and off we go. So there are the missiles. They're on a rough heading towards the ships, and what they're going to do is they are in kind of pitbull mode. They are just scanning ahead, everything between 2 and 20 kilometers on quite a wide arc, and if they see any contact, that's what they'll go for. They will hit civilian ships, they'll hit patrol boats, they'll just, whatever the first thing they lock on is, that they will go straight for that. And now what may happen is if, say, you were firing blind and you didn't know where the ships were, if there is nothing there, they will just shoot on past, and they will eventually run out of fuel and explode past at about 70 kilometers unless they hit the ground. So here they go, running along now. Now hopefully they're not got too close to each other. They're okay at the moment, racing along. There's me in the sky going round in circles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, they're here. I couldn't even see them. I'm going to speed up time a little bit. I don't want to speed up too much. The map is not optimized, and also the missiles, weirdly, they tend to crash into each other if you speed up time as well. I don't know if it's something to do with the calculations, particularly when they go into their kind of kill mode at the end. So let me just let these guys head towards the target. Now what you could do is you could fire one, fly along a bit, and then fire a second one, and that would be, the first one would be potentially would kill the target, and then the second missile would hit something new, or because it's coming at a different attack angle, it might lock on something different. So let me just slow down time, because they're getting closer to each other. Here they are now in super C-skim mode. They are still apart from each other, which is great. Now they've probably locked onto the same target. I imagine the res key at the front there, on the front left, is going to be what they're going to go for. So hopefully they won't. What they tend to do as well is they have a bit of programming. When they get within a few kilometers of the enemy ship, they will jink all over the place, and that's to throw off the close-in weapon systems, the AAA effectively of the ships. So what can also happen, because I've tried making this video a few times, is they will jink into each other. And as you can see, even though I fired quite a few seconds apart, but there's the jink. So it was just about enough time. Hopefully he's not going to come back and crash into his mate. No, we should be okay. Boom. Now I'm not sure if both of them hit there, or if one hit and the second one died in the explosion. But if you're going to use this method, I would definitely put maybe 10 to 20 seconds delay between each of the missiles before you fire them. But there you go. That's the quick method of attacking with the RB-15As. We were in nav mode. We turned the radar on just so I could see roughly where the ships were, but you can fire completely blind. I was set to attack mode on here. I then put this lever down onto single fire, and then I fired with about 5 or 6 seconds between them, but I would go for 10 to 15 seconds, and we killed the ship. Well, we damaged it anyway. So that's us. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And until then, happy hunting and stay safe.